Tommy Reynolds has his gun out. He's pointing the gun, and all of a sudden, I see this woman.
They say it's on every single station. They're saying that Daddy died.
I don't think his life ended at Holston's that night.
If it wasn't for Sopranos, I don't know if I'd be here,
My first thing, and I'm with these legends, De Niro.
One night I jumped out of a car doing 60 miles an hour because I was addicted.
Salute, Mob 2.
Salute, MobTube. How's everybody doing tonight? All righty. Let me see who we got here. Dave, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Sally, Angela's Right Nut, South Philly Tony, Joe C, Chris Parks, Jersey Girl 732, Jesse Roth, Ryan Morrison, Antonino. Let me see. Ryan Morrison, $4.99. Hey, FBS, get paid tomorrow. The overdraft can't handle it. Well, thank you, bro. Thank you very much for doing what you can. I appreciate it. Jersey Girl 732, $4.99. Everyone, please remember to smash the like. Thank you. Thank you, Jersey Girl. You're the best. Who else we got? Maverick. Yes, it's the stand-up guy, all one word. All one word. That's, probably where you're having trouble, because when I first tried, I was putting in spaces and stuff, but it's all one word. I was listening to some of his show earlier, but I didn't catch much. I caught very little, actually. Nico IRA on Facebook. How you doing, bro? Sally, $10. Hey, FBS and friends. Looking forward to another great show. FBS, did you see The Whale? The Whale. Is this an actual whale, or you talking about a content creator who's the size of a whale? I'm not sure. So before I crack any jokes, I'll wait for your answer. And thank you. Thank you very much for the $10. We got what? Let me see. What's today? The 6th? Jesus Christ. Tonight and what? 5 more days. And that's it. It's the end of the month. Fucking Halloween. It's a movie with Brendan Fraser. Oh, that's the one about him. He's trying to reconnect with his daughter or something. I heard it's great, but I haven't watched it because I have a feeling it's going to depress the living shit out of me, after reading the description. But I heard it was terrific, and Brendan Fraser was amazing in it. So maybe I'll check it out. We'll see. Good suggestion, though, from what I heard. Let me see. Michael Hensley, we love you too. Who are you talking about? Who's been gone for weeks? Are we talking about Ridge? I saw Miss Can't Be Wrong asked about Ridge. I was going through my wrenches last night, of which I took away a lot. Okay? People that just aren't around anymore. And I saw Ridge, and I was thinking about him because I feel like I haven't seen him in a while either. I hope he's okay. He might have turned on me. I don't know. It happens. It happens. Other than that, if that's not the case, I just hope he's okay. The sit down with Jeff Nadeau. Have a great show. Thank you, sir. You could join me if you want, bro. No, ma'am. Good to see you. Dexter Morgan. Beverly the Nice One Martin. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. BX. Let me see. Jane Creek. Dude. Benny Diova. BX. There you go, Jeff. There's an interview for you, bro. Paulie Walnuts, you. Good to see you, bro. D. Gainey. I don't know if you're referring to me or Capello. Is Capello in here? Not sure, but good to see you as always. Yeah, there's the stand-up guy. It's all one word though, if you search it, right? That's how I find it. Yeah. Miss Can't Be Wrong, yeah. Yeah, I remember I considered it a few times and I was like, it sounds depressing, you know. I don't know. But we need a movie to watch tonight. I don't know if I want to watch that though, for real. I don't know. Oh, all right. All right, God damn it. I'm gonna drop the link for Mr. Nadu. I think I almost said Magoo. You just found him as the stand-up guy, one word. There you go. I had my show scheduled for 4, but I figured why split the audience, you know? So I pushed it back. Me and Shanna had some stuff to do anyway. It was either going to be, after the show if I did it at 4, or, just we would get it done. I'd do the show later. BX, Jeff, I watched 29th Street last night. It's been a while since I seen that movie. Good flick. Danny Aiello was great. His sister was a lunch lady at my middle school. Is that right? Yeah, I've talked about that movie many, many times. That is my favorite movie of all time, without a doubt. Super underrated. Nobody even knows about it for the most part. You know what I mean? Relatively speaking, for a movie, especially one with Danny Aiello in it. It's not real well known. It might be in a community like this, but even in this community, there's tons of people who haven't seen it. Fucking terrific movie. I don't know, Paulie Walnuts. I don't know. But check out Bodies on Netflix. What's that about? Oh, really, Sally? Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. And then I tried to subscribe. I guess it's like $5 to subscribe, which is no big deal. I'm just, going to pay the $5. I don't mind. It's $5 a month, but I didn't know that. Of course, that gives me business ideas right away when I see something like that. Oh, yeah, YouTube, you can watch 29th Street, because that movie, let me tell you something. I had the DVD, and I think I still have it in storage. I'm going to be heartbroken if I don't, because you cannot find that. And if you find it, it's going to be so outrageously expensive, because there's not many of them out there. I don't know. 29th Street, though, you'll have to watch on YouTube unless you own it. No, you're not, Jesse. You are not. Just kidding. Murder and time travel. See, I can't do it. It's fantasy stuff. I can't. I don't know why I can't watch stuff like that. Time travel. OC, what up? What up? Albaz says use the app and make an account. I don't know what the fuck that says. So I quit right there. No. Dexter Morgan, I don't care about that shit. I'll watch it just for something to talk about on here, but I'm in no hurry. All right. Here we go. Yo.
Hey, what's up, man? How
What's
are you?
up? Good. How you doing?
I was going to ask you if you've watched Get Gotti yet.
No, but I assume you did.
Oh, yeah, I had to. I actually was surprised. I heard a lot of wiretaps I've never heard before. It's kind of interesting.
Really?
There were some cringy parts of it, though.
I'm sure. Was the family in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No Sammy. Actually, it was kind of like people that I didn't really think should be in it, quite honestly. Kind of weird.
Wasn't Ruggiano in it?
Yeah, he was fine. But like Sal Polisi was in it, which I wonder if you ever actually knew John Gotti. And they had a woman, Andrea Giovino was in it. She kept saying like we were referring to the Gotti and Gambino family. It was like weird.
Who was it?
This woman, Andrea Giovino, she so she's made a career out of like when she was younger, she dated Frankie Lino and Mark Ryder, and she met John Gotti. And she like kept saying like you know, we took the city over, and it was like super.
Oh my God. What were they? What was that? Fear City. Somebody was doing that. Oh, that was
Halo.
Fear City. Yeah.
He said that when he said, you know, in the 70s, we took the city over. It's like you were 14, bro. What do you mean?
We own the city, I think was his exact quote.
Yeah, we own this.
the city.
It's like, no, you were like 13.
Yeah.
But,
You know what I was just listening to, not to change the subject, because I will watch the Get Gotti thing eventually, but you know, I've been with Shanna every day. You know, she don't care about that horse shit. And I'm in no hurry, like I said. I don't give a fuck about this mob shit anymore, for real. I mean, I'm gonna be doing a lot of it, and you know, having interviews and stuff. But as far as the documentaries and shit, it's the Gotti. I mean, how the fuck? How much else can we find out? I mean,
well,
what
you know,
is there
funny.
that we don't know yet?
The only thing that I really learned about it, I mean, it was cool because like they marked out like how they got into the Ravenite, which was cool. I never really knew that, like to install bugs and stuff. But I never knew this. They said that when Romo Pajcik got beat up by Gotti, or allegedly got beat up, you know how you like supposedly forgot everything? They found him. He was like missing, and he was in a hospital, and he had a broken arm. And they essentially said that it was the Gambino family that beat him up.
Really?
Which I never knew that. It was kind of like a foreshadowing.
Interesting.
Yeah. But what were you saying? I'm sorry. You were saying you.
I thought I had something to say about that, but I guess not.
You said you're watching something like some news show or something.
Did I?
Yeah, or something off subject. I don't know.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Oh, that. Oh, yeah, earlier. Yeah, I wanted to get to you know, I was just watching Joey's show. Like I said, I like Joey. I do. You know, I got a lot of respect for Joey, period. But what the fuck did they do with this episode, bro? They had no microphones.
Yeah, so I was going to talk about that. I don't know what happened. I think the episode was a mess of sorts. I think they were on location this week, like they were in Philly, and I guess they just kind of ran with it. But you can definitely tell when you don't have mics, it just sounds so bad, you know. And like, I don't know. I think they're getting a little too interested in like bringing random people on. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
That old lady, like, who is she? Like,
yeah, I'm watching it. I'm like, in between this and the little kid, you know, it's not making Italians look good.
well, the kid, I don't know if you noticed, but that kid like went viral this week. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, so he they caught him coming out of the Phillies game randomly. One of these people that like interview people after games. It was on like Jimmy Kimmel and like Barstool and all sorts of thing, and people were just laughing at. It was like some middle school kid swearing about the Phillies, and it happened to be him.
Wow, really? Oh my God!
Yeah, he was on like Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel. Late night.
Do you think that? I mean, do you think they know that it was the kid that was on Joey Merlino's show?
No,
I mean,
definitely don't. No.
So this was just he just got lucky twice, basically. He was on Joey's show, and then.
Well, I mean, I think this is common knowledge, but that's Ray Wag's kid.
Yeah, no, I know. I didn't mean lucky like as if he caught a break, but I mean.
But yeah, I think in this case,
getting a lot of recognition.
Yeah, I don't know if I think it's random how they just seemingly came upon the kid, but I think the kid's funny. But you know, I get it.
Yeah. I gotta see the. How do you find all the viral shit on him?
So I can send it to you. Hang on a second.
Yeah, please do.
It was on last night on Kimmel.
Yeah, Michael Hensley, Joey show is great. I haven't watched the new one from tonight. It is great. I love that show. It's just that tonight, I don't know what the fuck they did. I mean, well, they recorded it what? I think they recorded. Did they do it on Sunday because they were tailgating and shit that day, right? I don't know. But
yeah,
they had no
I probably did.
Yeah, they had no microphones. So it was like it's like they were sitting 10 feet away from the camera, and it was just a camera mic picking up their voices. It was terrible. It was terrible. Because usually the quality is fantastic.
They did a show at the saloon like a couple of weeks ago, and the mic was fine. So
yeah,
I don't know what happened.
I don't know either. FBS,
here.
is it sauce or gravy? It's sauce. And I'm glad we can end this debate because even they're saying, in New York, it's sauce. Okay. In Philly, it's gravy, which I told you before. You guys think what you want of me. I grew up in a Sicilian and a Napolitan family. Okay. My whole life, everybody around me was Italian, cultured Italians and Sicilians, and all of them from New York. I've never heard gravy until The Sopranos. I never, ever, ever, ever heard that. So, I don't know, but that's Jersey. These guys are from Philly. They're talking about gravy. So, okay. Yeah, gravy goes
Gravy's
on
brown.
meat. Exactly. Yes. Gravy is brown. Yeah, it never made sense to me. What were you going to say?
It's like when you have like Thanksgiving and you have like turkey. Hey, you want some gravy?
Yeah.
Here, sure.
Yeah, I make like the other night. I made some beef tips and rice, with gravy.
Sure.
Put a little jar of brown gravy in
Gravy's
there.
not red,
Mix it all
it's
up.
brown only.
Yeah, exactly. I remember Paulie Walnut said it in The Sopranos. I think when they were in Italy too, right?
Yeah, because the guy goes monkey gravy, and he doesn't know what does that even mean? And the guy's like tomato sauce.
Yeah,
He wants a tomato sauce. I sent you the video. It's like the second kid on the video.
Can I play it?
Oh yeah. It's just like a public tweet.
All right, let me see.
We had home field for 2 games. 2 games. And you let them come here and beat us?
Phillies need to sell Trey Turner. That guy's a fucking idiot. We went farther without that guy. Fuck the Phillies, honestly. Let's trade the whole fucking
Yep, that was him. That was Lil Wayne.
Comes up out of nowhere, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny, man. Fucking mouth on that kid. Holy shit. But they did bring up, this is what I wanted to talk about. I'm glad you're on here. We'll talk about it together. And I know a bunch of people are going to start donating, so that's great news. They talked about Gene again.
Yeah.
They brought up Gene, which I said they would, but I don't blame Joey. I forget exactly why. Did they bring him up just to mention that he got arrested, as they say, for beating up his girlfriend?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. I thought maybe Gene had said something else, but to them.
And then they said they thought that he was talking about me when he said he was on some asshole show recently. And Perry goes, "Oh, the sit down." He goes, "No, that other asshole, Dominic."
That they couldn't pronounce his name. Don't know who he is.
Yeah.
That's funny. They really don't know who the fuck he is. I don't think. And Gene, they mentioned him. They said he beat up his girl the other night, which believe what you want. I don't know. And they said, Snuff said, I know you don't want to talk about it anymore, but you got to address this. And he talked about home invasions and tying women up and stuff, as he's mentioned before when he's referring to Gene.
Which is true.
Yeah.
He definitely did do that.
He did. I was listening to the one from last week again earlier. I think it was the one from last week. And I did notice, and I gotta point this out, that they have been saying, do not gamble like us. If you do gamble, make sure you can afford it and do it like, moderately. Yeah. A little bit of money here and there, whatever. So they are saying that. That's good. That's good. And I like the fact that Joey does refer to himself as a fucking degenerate when it comes to gambling. They all do.
Oh, yeah. I think he readily believes that he's not good at it,
Well, that's the thing about gambling. Nobody's good at it. There's no such thing as being good at gambling. There are people who are better than others with handicapping and shit like that. But
I've had good years. You're right. I mean, I feel like I do better than most people, but you're right. You're going to make much more money as the bookmaker than as the bettor,
yes.
You're never going to be,
Well, that's what always tripped me out about these mob guys that are fucking, let's face it, absolutely loaded. What the fuck are you even doing gambling? Just be the bookmaker, because the house always wins. Why? But it's greed. There's never enough money.
And you're still kind of gambling anyway when you're a bookie, because you still need people to lose. You still need certain teams to lose,
Yeah, it's just not up to you to place the bet. You know what I mean? You just take bets from people.
Yeah, but like again, like if you have a bunch of money on one side, like you're gonna root for that side to lose.
Oh yeah. True.
But it's funny how I've noticed recently he's been like he'll bet a game and then over the weekend be like, no, I changed that, you know.
Yeah, I know. He brought it up again tonight and kind of explained why he does it. What was I going to say? Oh, Robert Eiler, when he was on here, professional poker player, World Series of Poker, all that. He said even the best poker players lose at least 35% of the time. You know, so that goes to show you the one thing there really is some skill at and stuff, you know, even that you're losing 35% of the time.
Well, like as a sports bettor, like if you win 55% of the time, you can make like small margins. Like, think about that. You're losing 45% of the time. Like, and that's just if you're successful.
And there's no guarantee you're going to keep up that 55%. Every time you place a bet, you're risking your money.
Exactly.
You know, so these guys that like they have tons of money coming in from the streets, numbers, whatever, bookmaking, loan sharking, all this stuff. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing gambling? That's what I don't get about Joey. Like Joey, well, I could say, I don't have to say allegedly, he got convicted of it. He robbed an armored truck, okay, armored car, whatever. He had $300,000. He just got $300,000 free, and you got a super adrenaline rush, I'm sure. What the fuck are you doing going to Vegas to gamble that money? Why?
You then win 200,000 more and blow the whole amount, 500 grand in a weekend.
Say that again?
I don't know if you knows, but like when he went out there, he made 200,000 on top of the 300.
Oh, I heard him say 150. Yeah, I heard him say 100.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So $450,000.
Yeah.
I mean, why?
And he comes home, he needs $20 for the couch.
No, why? You got fucking 300 grand. I mean, and let's face it, you know, even back then, he was getting all their money. I know he's young then, but
listen, I'll tell you because I've been sports betting since I was very young. I always will say that money won is way better than money earned. I mean, it just is. You know, winning a big bet,
no, there's no doubt it's great, but every time you take that, you're always taking the chance. You know, I mean, bottom line is you're always taking a chance with your own money. You know, so
it's not
winning. It might be better than working for it, but when you work for it, you know what you're going to get, you know where it's going to go, and you can count on it. If you're gambling for it, you don't know. You could start off with 300 grand, win 150, and then end up needing $20 for a fucking cab. You know,
absolutely. Yeah, I feel like for me, if I had a bunch of money, I would not be gambling. I know that. I do it because it's just what I know, but I could not do it. I'm not. Some people are just degenerate gamblers. Like I don't have to gamble. I don't have to bet tonight if I don't like anything.
Well, but you have a skill that gives you an advantage over the average.
Yeah, certain small.
You know what I mean? It's a little bit different for you than it would be for me, for example.
I wouldn't tell anyone. Like if anyone said, I have people all the time like, how should I get into the gambling world? And I'm like, go do something else, man. You shouldn't get into it. It's just, you want to go play $20, $50, $100 at a casino, cool. But like, I know people that have ruined their lives with betting on sports.
Oh my God, let me ask you. I think Arlotta is one of them. He lost millions. Let me ask you, how much do you think if you had? Now this is totally random, and there's no way to ever know. We probably, wouldn't even know if we came close. But if you had to put a number on how much John Gotti lost gambling just in his years as boss, just in those years, how much would you say? And I'm talking about, obviously before he went to prison.
So he's boss from 85 to, till he goes to prison in 90. So it's 5-6 years. Yeah. So I don't know, 100 million probably.
Really?
I mean, from what I understand, there were weekends where he'd lose 300K in one weekend.
That's true.
I mean, he was a bad gambler, man, and look, I could be wrong, but like there's a golfer, Phil Mickelson, he claims he's lost $1 billion in his life gambling.
That's nuts, man.
He was completely like right with it. Like, I don't know. 100 million might be high, but I would say 50 to 100 million, I would think.
Well, remember Sammy said in his book that there was a time when I guess he used to give Gotti his money at the end of every month, 100 grand, whatever. You remember this in the book? In the book, he said there was one weekend. It was like, I don't know, it wasn't the end of the month, is the point. And John called him and said, listen, I need that money early. And I think it was actually more. I feel like it was 200 grand. I need that money early because I want to lay off a loan, but I want to do it myself. Okay. So Sammy's like, okay, when do you need it by? He said, as soon as possible. So Sammy brings him the money the next day, which I think was, I don't know if it was Friday or Saturday. I don't remember exactly. On Monday, he found out that John lost all of it over the weekend. He got it to bet with. It had nothing to do with a shy loan.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, that doesn't surprise me. I would say probably more than 50 million. I think one thing you have to respect about him though is like he paid, he always paid as far as I know.
He did. He absolutely did, man of his word.
That's honorable, but I always said like the smartest person. I did a show a long time ago, and one of his bookmakers, this guy Dom Cura, I always thought he was one of the smarter people around because he was taking all of John's action, and that's millions.
Let me tell you how I look at it, right? Like me, for example. Okay, a lot of the reason people don't understand why I go nuts about money and shit is because, as you guys have seen, I put a lot on the line just to be doing these shows. For whatever reason, the majority of MobTube has picked me as a target. And they've done everything from go after my family to ridicule and try to humiliate me and the people around me. And now, it's even gotten to the point where, there was a physical beating involved. Okay. So I am more careful with money than people might think because the way I look at it, it's like, fuck that. Every day, people could say you're not going to work, you're not clocking in and clocking out and earning a fucking paycheck. No, what I'm doing is way worse, way more dangerous, way more time consuming. Okay, it's a stupid fucking choice. I know it's a choice I made, but I'm super careful. I don't want to lose a fucking dime because it's like, look what I got to go through for my money. I got to worry about people fucking showing up at my house. I got to, wind up with fucking a broken nose, all this different shit. I got people attacking my family left and right, trying to get people fired from their jobs. It's like, I cherish every dime. John Gotti is a guy who, even way beyond that, every minute of his life, in order to get that money, he had to put his life, his freedom, and everything on the line. Every minute of every fucking day. Okay? For every dime he fucking got handed to him. Why in the fuck would you just squander it?
Because I think in the end, he knew that there was only one end. And I think that's one of the, kind of the respected things about him is that all he knew was one thing. All he knew was, I'm going to die in prison. This is the end of my life. This is where it ends. And there were very few gangsters that were like that. Back then, there were many of them. But I think he just kind of realized that this is all there is for me. This is something I like to do. And that's that. I think he would have thought, well, maybe I'll win this week. That's the always thought, when you're a gambler.
But here's the thing about when you're a gambler, if you know yourself well enough, you know that it doesn't matter because you're going to lose it. Whatever you win, you're going to gamble away.
Like most, I'm sure John Gotti went into every week and said, I'm going to win this week. I'm going to go 3-1 or 5-2. I'm going to win this week. Look at lottery players. They'll squander, hundreds of dollars every month and win $100 and be like, oh my God, I won. Yeah, but how much money did it take for you to get that $100? You spent $300.
Exactly, of course.
They always think, it's always about the next parlay. And I'll tell you what, that's the most destructive thing about gambling right now is these companies that say, for $50, you can win $1 million. Do you know how hard it is to hit them things?
Of course.
It's hard to win one game, let alone 9 games. And you go to any casino on a football Sunday, out of 10 gamblers, 11 are playing parlays. It's amazing. And that's where they're
How do you know what a parlay is? What is that?
So like, let's say on a college or a football Sunday, you find you pick a certain amount of games. You can do from 2 to 20 if you can do as many as you want.
Okay.
And it's all of them have to win. So let's say you have 3 games: Eagles, Chargers, Vikings. Mm-hmm. All 3 of them have to win, and the odds connected to it allow it to take it. So let's say you bet $100 on a 3-team parlay. Generally, that'll come out to like 6-1 on a win there. So the more teams you add, the bigger the odds become. It's like a lottery ticket. So on
it's like betting an exacta or a trifecta or a superfecta or some shit like
absolutely,
that.
yeah. But all of them have to hit. So like,
yeah.
Again, for me, it's hard to win one bet, let alone 5 or 10. But the more games you play, like you could have a dollar bet that could win you $80K. But 17 teams need them.
Yeah, see, I don't know anything about sports gambling. I know how to bet on fights. That's it. I don't know all that other crazy shit.
I mean, that's about the only time. Like, so last week, UFC, you had all those like Russian fighters fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you parlay all 4 of them. Like, that's a high level parlay. That's the kind of parlays I would do. Just decent odds, stuff like that. But some of these people are playing 12-team parlays and 15-team parlays. It's dead.
Yeah, fuck that. Let me shout out Antonino, $20. It's gravy. All right, for $20, I agree with you. I think you forgot to say match, by the way. Let's see. Tony Ducks, and it's fun as fuck to gamble. Trust me on that. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it too, but I can't have fun like people who don't give a fuck about money have. Like people who don't give a fuck about money, they really, really have a ball. I'm watching every fucking penny. Ask Shanna. I'm a pain in the ass. This is one of the reasons we don't go to casinos anymore. Because we'll each go, say, with $200. That's the thing. We'll play 200. When we lose it, we leave. That's it. And if one of us wins and the other one loses their 200, well, you know what I'm saying. I am on her ass constantly. Like, baby, how much you put in that machine? Oh, you only put 20 in? Okay. So how much you down altogether? Oh, you're down 60 already. Oof. Slow down, baby. Lower your bet. I'm a fucking pain in the ass. She's trying to have fun. I can't allow it, because money to me is like, oh my God. Listen, I look at it like this. Buy anything over gambling your money, because at least no matter what it is you buy, it could be a piece of shit, some fucking tchotchke, whatever. At least you have something you could hold in your hand. That might retain some sort of value.
I think
for example, Jeff Nadeau.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just show you something. It's very, very important that everybody see this. Get ready, okay? You're gonna hyperventilate when you see these. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah! Wow, beautiful. Yeah, they're. I wouldn't wear those personally.
Well, I would, and
I'd be worried about getting them. They look so pretty. I would worry about that.
I know. Well, that's why tonight I might have to order a second pair. These came today. You know what it is for me? Like usually. I have certain pairs I'll wear. Usually, if I get a pair, especially only one pair of something, I'll just wrap them, throw them in the closet, keep them. These, right on my feet, bro. These are fucking beautiful.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, and I would rather do that. They were like $135. They're not like Pizza says. They're not $1,000 sneakers. Like $135. If I go to the casino with that $135, it's gone in 20 fucking minutes.
See, for me, when it comes to like the way a lot of people gamble, I don't really relate to, because like I don't go to casinos. It's not my thing. I want to sit here and find the easiest way to make a buck doing this. And to me, it's not all sports. It's certain markets, certain bets. Like I'm very picky when it comes to gambling. I don't play table games. I don't sit there and I don't do it. I try to find where I can get an edge on something, and that's how I gamble. So I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, some of these people just throw money away. You don't play like blackjack, roulette, craps, nothing? No.
See, because that's one thing I really do have fun with is roulette, but rarely do I win anything. Now, don't get me wrong, I might not lose anything either. But, I'll bet in a way that I'm most likely going to get something back. I'll bet enough numbers, whatever. And I just like to stand there and play. It's fun.
The only thing that I've ever played in a casino was, I'll go into a poker room and I'll sit down and I'll play against other people. But I've refused to play against a $1 billion business that, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, I feel you. That's why, that's again another reason we don't really do this shit anymore.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
But I don't mind like what you're saying. I don't mind because I never go to a casino thinking I'm going to win. I go there like for instance, me and Shannon don't drink. We don't do drugs.
Yeah, that's
we
another.
don't go to bars, clubs, nothing. So it's like if we take $200 each and go to the casino, we play for 6 fucking hours, which
Exactly.
we've done many times. It's so much fun. You just plan on losing it, and then when you lose it, you're not disappointed.
You know, it's funny because most really rich people, so like billionaires and stuff, they don't gamble. Like they, they're putting money in property or land or businesses or mutual fund. Like rich people don't really gamble.
Unless you're Michael Jordan.
Yeah, or like Drake or something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You know, and for him, it's turned into like he makes money off of promoting those companies. So it's all they give him money to gamble.
You know what it is though? That's a mentality. Rich people get rich and stay rich by not doing stupid shit like gambling. Yeah. You know, that's the thing. Sure. Like, you know, they'll call people cheap. Oh, look how he dresses. Look, whatever. You know, you talk about certain people like Mark Cuban, whatever, somebody like that. Well, it's that mentality, that very mentality that helped him get to where he is today. You know, and it'll help him stay there. You know, some people, Michael Jordan, he'll bet fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying? He'll gamble, but he has $400 million a year coming in just from his fucking sneakers.
You have to wonder how much more money would Michael Jordan have if he didn't gamble?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he has so much coming in from.
Like he's definitely lost hundreds of millions of dollars in gambling.
Oh my God, without a doubt. But they say, you know, he has $400 million a year coming in just from Jordans on average.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Have you ever watched? Did you watch the film about him?
Yeah, that's where I got that from. At the end, it said.
I honestly
said that because of that deal his mother negotiated, because he got a percentage of all sneaker sales. He gets that till this day, and to this day, he fucking you know, he gets $400 million a year.
I honestly never knew that about Michael Jordan up until I saw that movie.
What about his mother negotiating that?
Yeah, like I never knew
that. Either. Me neither. That was a good movie to watch, man. It really was. If anybody hasn't seen Air yet, check it out. That
also,
I think it's free on Prime.
They never showed his face in the film.
No.
They never showed what he looked like.
Nope, not once. Hey, did you see Paulie Walnut's question?
So I know that company. A couple of my friends use it. They're like they promote it. I've never used it. No, I don't play parlays. It's not really my thing. I might, like I said, I might do it once in a while with like UFC, but no, I don't play parlays, man. Not my thing.
Here's Blacks for you. He said Lakers or Suns.
I would probably lay it with the Lakers. Suns have a lot of injuries coming into the season. See, you know what I do, Chris, is I have people that I know that I've known for years that are considered good gamblers, sharper gamblers. I play a lot of stuff they give me. Certain people gave me the Lakers tonight. So I would say Lakers, my friend.
There you go.
No, I think he paid.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, there might have been times he didn't, but it's just, to me, you know, I always thought about that with Gotti. It's like, see, I guess some people just have a different way of thinking, but in my mind, okay, and this is the thing about Gotti that always got me. The one thing I didn't respect is the gambling shit, because it's like, listen, if you know, like he knew, that you're gonna go to prison for life, or you're gonna die in the street, don't you want to have every cent possible, you know, put away somewhere so you could leave it, you know, to your family, so that when you're gone, you know, they'd have no worries anymore. And I know that's easier said than done when you're John Gotti. Where the fuck can you put all the money? But you know what I mean?
I think that's the biggest fascination about me I have with that family is how much money did he leave that family?
I don't know.
Like I'd love to know that, you know.
My guess would be zero. I've said that before, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we do know. I mean, he wasn't really much of an earner up until, you know, and I don't think he didn't want to be boss because of the money. He wanted to be boss because of the fucking power, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they said, I mean, you know, one thing about Gotti is, you know, his guys, they were eating under him. You know what I mean? They were making money. They were able to keep a lot more of their fucking money than they could with Castellano.
Well, remember in the film, you know, what are we doing? Policy slips here, John? I mean, what is this? You know, like they weren't making any money, you know?
Yeah.
But I will ask you about Mark Cuban. You mentioned him. Would you agree he's probably one of the more, like, as far as in this country, one of the more liked people, like universally? Like, does anyone not like Mark Cuban?
I mean, you mean as far as celebrities or billionaires or what?
Like The Rock, for instance, is like super likable, right? I feel like everyone likes The Rock. Mark Cuban's probably on that level too, right? I mean, who
Yeah,
doesn't
Mark
like?
Cuban. How can you not like the fucking guy? You know what I mean? Like, you ever hear his stories, like on Shark Tank, when he would
Yeah.
talk about his suits and shit? Like when he first got rich, when he first became a millionaire, you know, he was told he needs to have suits, so he ordered like 100 fucking suits, and that black one that he wears on Shark Tank is the only one he's ever worn.
I've never heard that. Actually.
Yeah. He said he bought like 100 suits, different colors, stuff like that. And the only one he ever wore was that black one he wears on Shark Tank. He doesn't like wearing suits. That's why when you see him like out in public or at a game, he's in like a fucking shitty t-shirt, some old fucking ripped up jeans, some beat up sneakers. He doesn't care. And you got to respect that about the guy because you don't have to. When you have money like that, nobody's going to look at you and say, "Oh, what a bum." It's because you know he could buy anything he wants.
You know what I find interesting about people? You ever see that on Complex? They do that sneaker shopping show where like celebrities
on Complex. I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah, it's like where they like have a celebrity come and like talk about shoes, and then they buy a bunch of shoes. Like the rappers, they'll spend like 30 G's on shoes. Mark Cuban comes in and buys one pair of sneakers, and it's like he's significantly more richer than the rappers.
Oh, yeah.
And in the comments, it's always like, notice how he came in and bought one pair of shoes, and that was it. Then, like, I don't know, Daddy Yankee will come in and buy like 60 pairs of sneakers for like 40,000.
Well, that's why. And listen, that's a certain mentality. There's a reason why most rappers end up dirt fucking broke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people like Mark Cuban never will be. You know, that's the thing. You know, I remember, I forget which rapper it was. It might have been 50 or one of them. He got a $500,000 advance, and within like a weekend, he spent, you know, he got credit and everything, wound up spending $1 million. You know what I mean? And it's like just on jewelry and shit. It's like, see, that's the thing I always respected about Eminem. Completely different. Look at his mindset. The dude he called his accountant. He's a fucking platinum selling rapper. Calls his accountant to ask if he could buy a $500 watch. His accountant or his manager, one of them, might have been Rosenberg. And, you know, the guy's like, you're a millionaire. You can buy anything you want, you know? And
that's like how I feel as I get older. Like, I don't really... Like, I don't need, like, for instance, if I won the lottery tonight, I'm not sure I would move, honestly. Like, I like my house. It's what I need. Like, I don't need a bigger house. Like, what more would I need? I might buy like a shore house or something, but like, I don't need I think some people just buy shit just to buy it. Like, someone said to me, you need more than one TV if you're a sports gambler. I said, why? I only have one pair of eyes. I can't watch 6 things at once. Why do I need 6 TVs? Like, what do I need 6 TVs for?
Yeah, I mean, I like at this point we're getting to the point we really need a bigger house here just because
you have a couple
well, yeah, and there's so much stuff, you know, and we keep buying more. Like it's to the point where it's almost getting cluttered.
Where are you going to move, you think?
Well, I want to move to Florida, but I don't know if that's possible with as much as it costs. But that's
you want
my
to leave
goal.
The area. Okay.
Oh I've wanted to leave this area since I got here, bro. I've been stuck.
You know what, bro? And me, you know, I'm sure you know this, but bro, as I've gotten older, I love where I live now. Lancaster's the best, I think.
Really?
I love it here, man. It's near everything, you know. I mean, it's quiet. I mean, where I live now, man, you should come check it out. You might like it here, man. It's really nice.
I'll check it out. I mean, I don't listen. Life is easy here. That's the thing. It's easy, bro. There's no bro. Try to explain traffic to these people in this area, Lancaster, York. I mean, compared to a place like New York or something, it's non-existent. It's like nothing. I would.
If I do get in traffic, I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Why are we have traffic?
Yeah, I know. There's either an accident or something like a tractor trailer jackknifed or turned over. There's no fucking traffic. There's no nothing. You park right out front of your house or in your driveway or in your garage. Life is easy and it's cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I truly think like this area is one of the best places to live. I mean, it's not the middle of fucking nowhere. It's cheap. You could be in Philadelphia, New York City, Washington pretty quick. The beach ain't far away. I mean, I think this area is great. I want to answer one question. Someone asked, what are the odds Dwight Howard is gay? Did you see the allegations? Well, I think he pretty much confirmed that, you know, he just does what he wants. I've thought Dwight was probably bisexual for years. He's kind of made it clear. I would say they're probably high. I don't think he's gay, but think he's probably by. Yeah, those allegations are quite interesting.
I didn't hear anything about that. New beginnings with Shanna. Happy Thursday, Mob Tube Familia. Hello, my beautiful wife. I love and adore you. What were we talking about? Yeah, the area, man. I don't know, bro. Life is easy, but since I moved, I hated it here since day one. Me, my brother, all of us. My parents, though, they had the same kind of mindset as you. They were like, well, look, it's close to New York, it's close to Jersey, it's close to Baltimore, it's close to Philly. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, it is. But listen, man, I will always be a city guy till the day I fucking die. I would rather than a place like this, I'd rather be dead center in the middle of a busy ass fucking city. I love it. I love it. I love shit being open all fucking night. I love action being everywhere around you. I like walking outside. You can walk out at 3 a.m. and there's people out. I fucking love it. I've always hated this boony shop.
See, the
shit.
thing about
Always.
Lancaster, though, and I'll just say this: Lancaster is a little bit more city-like. Like you could go down there at 2 a.m. and stuff's open. It's a lot different than when I was a kid. But I get like out where you live. I mean, my whole family lives in that area where you live. I wouldn't want to live there. I like Lancaster, but
you're not in the city though. You're still away.
Yeah,
from
I'm like
the
right
city.
outside, but I can be downtown in 5 minutes. I can be in
that's
Wrightsville in 10, 15 minutes. You know,
well, see, that's the way I am with York. I could be in York City
Yeah.
in 10 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I don't mind it, because literally all I do is live here. I tried to explain that to people a couple of weeks ago. This is not, I don't talk to my neighbors, not because I don't like them or anything. I just, I'm somebody who stays to myself. That's why, when the cop was here a couple of weeks ago, he asked me like 15 times, "You live here?" And I said, "Yeah, I live here. I've been living here 4 years." He said, "I've never seen you." I said, "That's because I don't want to be seen." It's the honest to God truth. I don't shop here. I don't go to doctor's appointments here. Everything is in York. Everything. That's where I go do all my fucking business. So except for like the mall, I'll go to Park City, but I still go to the gallery every now and then. I don't know, man. It's boring. It's boring. There's nothing happening. And kids don't even come outside and play with each other anymore. Nobody's outside cooking out or barbecuing, nothing. There's nothing happening ever. It's like, what the fuck, man? I can't handle it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, I think it really depends on, some people like the city, some people. I always like the city. I don't know if I'd ever thought I would have lived here at this age, but as I get older, I like it,
Well, I was on my way to South Philly. We had gotten an apartment and everything, me and my mom, when I was like 19. We were moving to South Philly. That was the plan. We put a deposit down and all that shit. And then I caught a felony case, and that was it. I wasn't going nowhere. And then after that, my girlfriend got pregnant and was like, okay, she ain't going to Philly, so I ain't going to Philly. So I just been stuck here my whole fucking life. Yeah.
See, I think 10 years ago, Philly would be livable. Like I probably would have bought a house there, but I think at this point, the city's it's not a place I'd want to live in.
No, not anymore. Me neither. No.
It's just,
and
that's a shame, because I think the city's gotten destroyed by just being lax on crime and just kind of letting it fall apart,
Yeah.
But,
even South, you can't even walk South Street anymore. It's insane.
No.
What was it not this past June? Yeah, the one before. What was it, like 10 or 12 people got killed on South Street, or at least shot all at the same fucking time? Yeah. I mean,
crazy.
It's nuts, bro. Things have changed.
But I wanted to say something. I heard Stax has been talking about me.
Yes, Capello, I have. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what this guy's fucking issue with me is. I don't get it, but I guess he's just hoping that I bring him up. I guess he invited me on his show. I don't know what that's all about. But like Stax, I don't understand you, because like you act like you're throwing stones in glass houses like you haven't interviewed rats, Stax. I mean, you've interviewed a lot of people. You've also platformed Raimondi. So like I don't
Yeah, he's one of these people that became anti-rat just overnight, right?
Oh yeah, he's interviewed Larry Mazza. He's interviewed all these people, and it's like he's knocking my integrity because I interviewed Dominic and Gene. It's like, I don't know.
He'd have Gene on in a heartbeat if he could.
Yeah, dude, you had on Raimondi. You should never talk to anyone about integrity.
No. Yeah, no. I mean, and not only did he have him on, but he told me once on the phone that he knows Ray Mundy is full of shit. He just doesn't care because he gets
Yeah.
views. So
Yeah.
who are you talking about integrity? The guy never had integrity in his life. Trust me, I know things about his personal life. Okay. It's as simple as jealousy, bro. That's what all of this always comes down
Yeah.
to. You got to realize this guy was on here even before me and Lee got here. Okay. He had a few thousand subs, I believe. Okay, maybe a couple thousand, whatever he had from Hootie. I think it was before we got here. If not, it was pretty soon after. Okay. He has, I don't know what the fuck he has in subs now. I have no idea. But it doesn't even matter who he has on his show. He can't get 15, 20, 30 fucking live viewers. The guy told me one time that he can't get his money from YouTube every month because he doesn't hit the $100 threshold. He asked me to fake a beef with him. He asked me to fake a beef with him to help him get views. Okay. So, it's not, trust me, this is a guy who lacks more integrity than anyone on here. Well, close. But it's jealousy, bro. You started after him. I started after him. You know what I mean? We're doing way, way better than him. He doesn't understand. He's not likable. He's not, everything about him turns people off. He's a clown. He got the tats on his face. He talks like he's from Harlem. People fucking laugh at him and it drives him crazy. So he gets very, very pissed off and bitchy. And he gets mad at people he's jealous of. It's just how it works.
But it's like, I've always not understood this genre in terms of like, you constantly have people that are not successful at things telling people that are semi-successful at things how they should do things.
I know.
And it's like, wait, so if Mr. Beast came to me, FBS, and said, "Hey, dude, you should do this, you should do that," I'd be like, "Well, okay, you're Mr. Beast, I'll listen to you."
Yep.
But it's like he's telling me how to do things. Like Stacks, you did all the things that you're knocking me for. It's all these channels all of a sudden are anti-rat. It's like, since when?
They're full of shit, bro. They're all full of shit. Any one of them will have any of these guys on if it means views and subs and stuff.
Yeah, it's fucking lame. But so what do you got going on tonight? You said you're looking for a movie.
Yeah. Because Shauna has the night off again, and I just want to find something to watch. We're always struggling to find a fucking movie, man.
Shot caller.
Was Shauna like that though?
I don't know. Maybe. Watch 29th Street. You like that?
We watched it last Christmas.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah, I know. I love it, man. That movie turns me into a little bitch at the end.
Yeah, it's really cool how Danny Aiello. He's great.
That is one of my favorite actors of all fucking time.
Yeah,
of all time. I absolutely love
that's back when movies were super well done, man. Back in the early 90s. That was a great time for movies, man.
Bro, I fucking I'll turn on a movie. This happens constantly. Amazon Prime, Hulu, Netflix, mostly Amazon Prime though, because they have all those fucking ridiculous low budget shit movies. You'll think it's a real movie. It sounds like a real movie when you read the description. You turn it on, and it's the most atrocious acting from people you've never seen or heard of. It looks like it was filmed with a fucking iPhone. It's like, what is happening? What happened to when movie? You could pick the shittiest Skinamax movie fucking 30 years ago, and it was done high quality just like any other movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty much I don't even Amazon Prime. I wouldn't watch anything on there. I don't it's just dog shit, all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let me see some. I want to look at some comments. People are talking about South Florida.
All right, bro. I'm gonna go. I gotta run to Lowe's, so I will. I'll talk to you.
All right, bro.
See you later.
All right, peace. Thanks for coming on, Jeff. Give me 1 second, guys. the fuck? All right. This Stacks fucking asshole. Somebody just sent me a picture of something he's got coming up, and it's hashtag beatdown. Does he forget? Like, bro, Stacks, I got out of a car facing 3 guys. Little did I know there were more than that there. Okay, and I fought. Of course I lost. I can't beat 5 guys. Fucking impossible. You got beat up by one dude when you had a fucking barbell in your hand. Is Stack serious with the beatdown shit? Do people forget? Do people forget what the fuck happened to this dude? How easily he got his ass kicked on that fucking show that time? Or not on that show, on that video? Unbelievable. People have no self-awareness whatsoever. None. All right, let's get down here. Oh my God, Blockbuster. Those were the days, man. You know, I was saying to Shanna the other night, like, do you ever miss the way things used to be? Because I do all the time, man. I do. You know, things are shit now compared to what they used to be. And I have a pretty good life. But compared to what they used to be, I mean, you could walk out of your house, get in your car or somebody else's car or whatever, and go somewhere, and nobody would know where you are. That's freedom. That is something special, you know? You can't do that no more. Nobody can imagine, nobody can get a hold of you. Oh, even if, you know, when beepers were around, you had to fucking call them back, right? In order for them to talk to you. And I know it's the same now. You don't have to answer your phone and shit, but it doesn't matter. You know, people know where you are. Technology is a motherfucker. You can't, nothing is the same. Nothing is the same. You know, you always got this fucking phone in your hand, and it's all of us. It's all of us. Our whole lives are in these fucking phones. You can't get away from them. It's impossible. It's just crazy, man, how things have changed. You know, I go back to when I was a teenager. I think about it in my head, and I'm like, oh my God, life was so much simpler. Haunted Ghost Tube Dana, how are you? Good to see you. Guys, feel free to donate if you'd like. We're an hour in, 143 people. I'd appreciate it very much. Crack causes amnesia. Oh, Stacks, yeah. He doesn't understand. He reminds me of somebody else on here who I'm not going to bring up because I don't want to wind up bashing somebody for no reason. Hold on. But he doesn't understand that he's a laughing stock. Even this, like, you had to do a show about me. This is how many now in the last few weeks. You need my name, bro. This is why you called me and you asked me to fake a beef with you, and I told you to fuck off. And that's why you became a little bitch and started attacking me, because I wouldn't fake a beef with you, because I have integrity. You know, there's a douchebag all around. Shitty life. Never took care of any of his responsibilities. You know, was always on drugs, still is on drugs. And just an absolute mess. Pure white fucking trash. Trailer trash. 100%. And the guy, he's another one, obsessed with me. But with him, you know, it's easy to figure out why. He's a complete and total failure on here. And I'm not. This is why when I started my channel, he was hounding me to go on his fucking show. Come on, man. I want to interview you, man. You know, all that horse shit. Come on, bro. Leave me the fuck alone. What time period would I say was my favorite in life? Well, you know, obviously I would say the early to late 90s. But for me, just because of things going on, it depends. Tony Ducks, do you mean based on things I had going on in my personal life, or based on the way the world was at the time? Because I would have to give two different answers. Yeah, my Paisan. What does he remind you of? Oh, forget it. Stop flexing. Not important. Mikey T, what is the name of them Jordan 1s you showed us today or showed off today? Oh, these? Wait a minute. You mean these? Beauties right here. There is no name. It's just one of those where there's not, it's not an OG, it's not a high top, it's a mid. It's just they all show up as Jordan 1 mids. But I'll tell you what you do if you want to find them. This is the only place you'll find them, okay? Go to the Nike app, okay, or the Nike website, and go to new and featured, new arrivals, okay, and then scroll down, and you'll see them right here, and that's them. That's all it says. Air Jordan 1 Mid SE. That's it. There they go right there. That's how you got to do it. It's the only way you can find them. The first day I found them, I shut the fucking app and I forgot. Was I on Foot Locker? Was I on Finish Line, Champs, DTLR, Nike? So I had to search to find them again. Oh, my life? Oh, I would say my daughter from the day she was born, and I would say, of course, the entire time, that before she grew up, of course, being with her every day, listen, this is why I say anybody who might have a little girl, a little boy, whatever, cherish every single moment, okay? Because listen, your kids are always awesome. You're always going to love them just as much as you did when they were little, but they're only little for so long, And it gets to the point with your kids where it's not cool to hang out with daddy and mommy anymore, whatever. You don't see them as much. They grow up. They get groups of friends. They have their own shit they want to do. They start driving. So those years, man. Those years. Because, it's something you can never get back. But I'm pretty goddamn happy with my life now. I'm very happy with it. As far as a time period that I've lived through, and it had nothing to do with what my life was like at the time, I mean, I think the best decade was the 90s, as far as the way things were in life. There was a little bit of technology, not too much. I think the fashion was the best, at least hip-hop fashion. The music, especially when it comes to hip-hop, was the fucking best. Like I said, there were things out there that were sort of high-tech, but not everybody had them and not everybody needed them, So that time period. Yeah. It's the best, it's the greatest thing in the world. It really is. Let me see here. Exactly. I enjoy every minute with my 18-month-old twins. Yeah. There's nothing like when they're little. There's nothing like when they're little, you have so much fun with them and stuff. And you're, obviously, your parents, when you're little like that, your parents are everything to you, so when you have little kids, you're bigger than life, larger than life in their eyes. Let me see. No, nothing comes close. Stop flexing. I was thinking about it the other day. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. There will never be a time like it with hip hop. Just think. Onyx, Nas, Tupac, Biggie if you want, even Jay, DMX. I mean, not to mention, a shit ton of others. Just the best fucking time. Even like, the early 90s, Apache, Lords of the Underground, Souls of Mischief, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Farside, groups like that. Master Ace, remember Master Ace? Naughty by Nature. All these fucking, the best fucking music that hip hop will ever see was in the 90s. Dre, Snoop, you know, think about all the classic albums that came out just in like a 3-year period from say 93 to 96. Oh, Ice Cube, yeah, the Beat Nuts. Hell yeah. Production was insane. Yeah, Master Ace was nasty. Yeah. Yeah, it was just, it's different, man. Like, you know, you hear these stupid kids say shit now like Tupac was boring and you know, and they knock these fucking people, like these amazing artists, legendary artists, because they don't understand what real music is. I'm sorry. I know I sound like an old man. I know. I don't give a fuck. Okay. I know our parents said this to us too. Well, they were wrong. We're right. Okay. This shit today, let me tell you something. NBA Youngboy is what? Probably the biggest rapper in the world, right? This kid is R-worded. Okay? This kid, he can barely speak a coherent sentence. He talks in this odd, high-pitched voice. He mumbles every fucking thing he says. His music is absolute fucking garbage. Trash, the worst. All of these guys, absolute fucking garbage. These guys would have never been famous or gotten a record deal in the fucking 90s. Okay? 99% of these motherfuckers. Absolute fucking dog shit. The mumble rap. Oh my fucking God. What are you even saying? I'm still trying to figure out, can anybody tell me what NBA Youngboy's talent is? He can't talk. He can't rap. He's ugly as a motherfucker. He's an absolute cornball. What is his talent exactly? Why is he alive and why does he exist? Why is he famous? Okay, not alive and exist, but why is he famous? I want to know. I need to know. Why is this? They're all garbage. Yeah, none of them can compare to any of the rappers we fucking had. You know, Beanie fucking Siegel. Oh my God. You know, you could go on forever. M, of course. All right, Robert B. That's because we're talking about rap. Robert lost his fucking desire to be here. I know, Tony Ducks. NBA Youngboy. Look him up. Look up NBA Youngboy interview. Listen to this fucking half-wit talk. You're going to be like, what the fuck is this a real person? It's insane. He also has the herp. Does he? Oh my God. Oh, is that a girl broke into his house or something? Was that NBA Youngboy? 90s hip hop was the best. It was the fucking best, guys. This shit today, man. I'd kill to hear a good song these fucking days. Guess I gotta wait till fucking M's next album. Yes, it was. E40 and shit. Hell yeah, Captain Downtown. All that shit was great. West Coast, East Coast, all that shit. Everything. It's just Wu-Tang, you know, NWA. It's insane what's going on. These fucking kids are so weird. Oh, with all the names, with Little. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck is that? Everybody's Little. And that started with Little fucking Wayne, you know? Bro, did you ever think we'd see a day when a rapper would be named Little Baby? Or Da Baby? Da Baby. That's his name, Da Baby. I remember Cam called me up one day and he said, bro, you believe there's a rapper named Da Baby? I said, at this point, I'd believe anything. I don't know. Nothing would surprise me. Da Baby. Unfucking real, man. Everybody's little and everybody's a fucking baby. Everybody. Makes no sense. Yeah. Benny Paz is the shit. Oh my God, yeah. I remember when they were here, they were at a place called Jimmy P's. I was in jail, and somebody threw a bottle at them. And Little Fame actually stabbed a friend of mine, a guy who I've talked about before, a guy who wound up he's in a federal, halfway house or whatever now. He's in Raybrook for the last 8 years or so. Yeah, he got stabbed. Those are names your granddaughter or aunt would call you as a 5-year-old. Yeah, they are. The baby should be. That's funny. Stop flexing. Spice One. Yeah. That's right. Who Mike Jones? That's right. MC Search, yeah. Yeah, if you want to go back that far, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, listen. This was a total disappointment. I've learned a lesson. When you do these shows, you make money in the daytime. It used to be you only made money at night. Now you only make money in the daytime. I didn't do my earlier show because Stand Up Guy was on, and that was a huge fucking mistake. I should have done it. So I did a night show, and I think I made $40. So I'm probably going to shut it down in a minute. Plus, I don't know what's left to talk about. I wanted to talk about the Joey Merlino show and the gambling stuff and all that. So we did that with Jeff. And the only other thing, there was something else I thought. What was the other thing? Oh, I think I was going to talk about Stand Up Guy's channel getting taken down. Oh, Dana, great show, $10. Listening match, please. Oh, there you go. That was at 7:55. Thank you, Dana. She said match. As you guys know, Dana is one of the biggest sponsors of this show. So when she says match, you better match. Thank you, Dana, again. Stand Up Guy's channel fucking sucks that it got taken down, I don't want the guy to be off of YouTube. I know that he's fed up. I don't blame you, Stand Up Guy. But I think you should just create another channel and just keep going. But I don't blame you for going to Rumble. Or do both. You know what I'm saying? Do both. I guess it was a copyright strike or something that got him taken down. It's a shame. Rumble's cool. The only thing I don't like is when somebody's live on Rumble. Yeah, stop flexing. You never know what's going to happen here. You can't rewind it. You know what I mean? It'll just take you back to the point it's at in the live. So, I don't know what to say about that. That sucks. Let me see something. But I think Stand Up Guy should just create a new channel on here. I think so. I look forward to his shows every day. It's not as convenient to listen to Rumble. It's really not. You can't, I don't even know. There might be a way, but I can't close it and still listen to it and do other shit on my phone. I could do that with YouTube. Stuff like that. It makes it very difficult to watch. I know nothing about Rumble. Me neither. I'm going to get going, but tomorrow I will be on at 4 o'clock. I want to make that clear for everybody. I'll be on at 4 o'clock. We'll do a little Freestyle Friday. Then I will be back on at 8 p.m. with a special guest and an interview. So I just want to let you guys know about that. So, yeah, it's an app. Yeah, it's an app. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it tomorrow. We'll do a regular show and then an interview. And that's it for Friday. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you to the people who donated. Dana, Jersey Girl, Ryan Morrison, Sally, and Antonino. And that's it, guys. I'm out of here. All right. Let me just see. Check the comments one more time before I go. Oh, I can't say who the interview is with. Okay, you know how that goes. Somebody will try to interfere with it. Fortunately, it doesn't work for me. I can't announce things ahead of time. So anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you for everything. I love you all. And until next time, salute.